What is going on, YouTube? Joe here with Culination Media, and welcome back for another episode of Pokemon Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire Battle Spot Live. This is episode number 45, and I finally got the record straight. We're sitting at 82 and 16 on the series. Last time I was thinking it was something like 13, but I went back and checked, and it is in fact 16. So we don't need to be inflating that. Definitely 16 losses. So we're going to just get back into it today. For those of you that don't know what we are running on the team here, we have our Mega Medicham. It's got Fake Out, Drain Punch, Psycho Cut, and Substitute. We have Choice Specs, Delphox. We have Assault Vest, Snorlax. Also packing the Facade in case we run into any burning type things. Will-O-Wisp Pokemon like, Rotom Wash and all that stuff. Cofagrigus is our defensive Pokemon, packing the Rocky Helmet for Mega Kangaskhan and, Talonflame, those types of things. We have Choice Banded, Infiltrator, Ninjask, and then last but not least, we have a Shell Smash Cloyster. Really nothing fancy about that. Yeah, I needed something that had, a little bit more offensive potential. Not that the rest of the team doesn't, because Delphox and Medicham specifically hit very, very hard. But, having that sweeping potential is always nice. So, looking at my opponent's team here, we see the Mega Kangaskhan. That could be Mega Gengar, too, for all I know. And he's got the Azumarill, so I really think that Cofagrigus is probably a good idea to bring here, just for those two Pokemon in particular, maybe even the Machamp as well. I'm going to lead off with the Mega Medicham, though, and that's probably going to be my ticket to beat Porygon 2 as well, and then I'll bring Snorlax in case he wants to bring the Zapdos or the Gengar, and that should cover most of his team. Snorlax, unfortunately, can take hits from the Porygon 2, but it's not going to be able to break it. I don't have any way to boost my attack, and Porygon 2 is just way too bulky. So if he does have it, we need to hope that Medicham doesn't go down, and then we can get like Cofagrigus in to knock off its Eviolite or something. That might be the only way. But yeah, so I went over everything that I wanted to go over, and we have some extra time. So, I know what I can mention. I'm working on a not a new Aggron set, but an Aggron set that was kind of like a throwback to what I did in the old X and Y days. I had an autotomized one that people seem to really enjoy, and recently, quite a few people have been suggesting that I bring it back. So I went searching for it in my boxes in Pokebank, and I found it, but I don't want to use that exact one, and actually I can't use it anyway because it was not bred in 6th Gen. So I'm going to be creating a new one, and so that's, I don't know, I'm kind of excited about it because I love that set. But basically why I mentioned that was because I wanted to tell you that if you have Pokemon or sets that you would like to see, you can put that down in the comment section. I'm always looking down there to see what the suggestions are because you guys seem to always have better ideas than me. So yeah, thanks for being awesome and all the great suggestions and everything. So we have Mega Medicham versus Machamp here, and I'm debating whether to go for Fake Out or Psycho Cut here. I don't think there's any reason to go for Fake Out because he might try to be cheeky and switch in Gengar, and I don't want that. So I'm just going to click Psycho Cut here, and he's actually going to stay in. I don't think he even has a chance to survive this because of pure power and the fact that this is Stab. Even though it's a 70 base power move, yeah, Machamp does not have the best physical defense. It's not frail by any means, but it's not enough to be able to survive that. So Machamp is gone, and I'm very happy about that. He's going to go into his Azumarill next, and it will probably be in my best interest to want to switch out into Cofagrigus here immediately because I can burn it. And I should be able to take 2 Play Roughs, even if he's banded. Will I? I don't know. There's also the chance that he predicts me to switch and just goes for Belly Drum here, and that would be terrible because I think I just lose if that's the case. So I don't want to risk that. So what I'm going to do here is actually risk him killing me and just go for Psycho Cut. So I do not want him getting up that Belly Drum for free, and that does a lot of damage. It does about 70-ish%, and he's going to eat his Citrus Berry, just barely get enough HP back to be able to Belly Drum if he wants to, and he does want to. So I'm glad I did not switch there because that could have been really bad. And at this point, I should be able to just kill this thing with Rocky Helmet damage. So yeah, I'm going to go right back, or not right back, but right into my Cofagrigus, and I'm expecting him to want to go for Aqua Jet here since Azumarill does not outspeed Mega Medicham, and that is indeed what he goes for, and that does a lot of damage. Wow. I mean, granted, that's +6, and that's an Azumarill, and it hits like a truck, a really, really big truck, but still, I was kind of expecting it to do a little bit less than that, just because it's a base 40 power move. But what do I know? So Azumarill is going to go down to the Rocky Helmet there, and the last Pokemon is indeed going to be the Porygon 2. This could still potentially sweep me here, because he probably can just kill me with a Thunderbolt or an Ice Beam. Oh, actually, he has Shadow Ball, and he has Download too. I almost missed that, but he has Download, so this is offensive. I like it. I like it a lot. Download Porygon 2. Very cool. It's unfortunate that he did get a special attack boost, because that means if I can't kill him with a Drain Punch, he's going to kill me with a Shadow Ball most likely at +1. Mega Medicham is not very bulky. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go for a Fake Out, and then we are going to follow that up with a Drain Punch and really hope that it kills this thing. And I have a little bit of a feeling that it's not going to. I have just that bad feeling that he's going to survive and kill me right here. So let's see. He's going to survive with such a sliver of HP, and he goes for Thunder Wave. I have no idea why. What is the point of that? You could have just killed me with a Shadow Ball. That stinks. So now he's he's not even going to go for Shadow Ball. He goes for Tri-Attack. Why? And we're going to take that, actually, and fire off a Drain Punch, breaking through the paralysis. What just happened? Why? Is Tri-Attack's not more powerful, right? What is it? It's base 80? Is it a base 80 power move? Times Stab, or with Stab, but Shadow Ball is base 80 times 2 because it's super effective. That would have easily killed me. Huh. So he just threw away the battle right there. Of course, it still could have gone his way if I did not break through the paralysis, but that was a little bit of a choke, I guess. I don't know. I don't know what happened, basically. So that brings the record to 83 and 16 on the series, and we're going to go ahead and look for another battle here. We might have a chance to get 3 battles in, depending on how long this next one goes. We shall see. We shall see. We got somebody from Japan, from Osaka. What a surprise. Another Japanese player. This is a fairly standard, fairly threatening team. He's got the Mega Lucario, I'm assuming, and most likely Mega Kangaskhan. Not most likely, it's like 99.9% that it's Mega Kangaskhan. Nobody runs regular Kangaskhan on Battle Spot. Let's see. He's got the Superior. He's got Physically Defensive Hippowdon. Dragonite with multi-scale. That could be an issue if it sets up Dragon Dances. But I do have Cloyster, so he may not even want to bring that. And then he's got Chandelure, so I need to be careful if I bring Delphox with just spamming Fire-type attacks. If that's Scarf Chandelure, which looking at his team, it might be. I don't know if I have much for that. I would need to bring Snorlax, but Snorlax doesn't do a whole lot to the rest of his team. I mean, I guess it would be useful for the Superior too, but that's about it, and Superior can't handle Delphox. So, I don't think I'm going to bring the Snorlax this time. We're going to bring Cloyster because it does handle the Hippowdon, and it handles the... if we can get a boost up, it handles the Superior, and it should handle the Dragonite as well. I think I said that it handles Dragonite like 5 times, but yeah, we're just going to go with that. And then I'll bring Cofagrigus as the last Pokemon, because he does have the Mega Kangaskhan, and if I see a Mega Kangaskhan and don't bring my defensive Pokemon, usually you're just going to get 3-0'd by it. So, not really looking forward to that. So that's why I'm bringing the Ghost. The Mummy Ghost. The Coffin. Whatever you want to call it. So let's see what he leads off with here. If he leads off with something like Hippowdon, that could potentially be good because I can Grass Knot that. Or Lucario even, before he gets his Mega up, I can Flamethrower him if he doesn't have Chandelure on the team. But he is going to lead off with the Hippowdon, and even if this thing is specially defensive, I'm pretty sure that a Grass Knot is a 2-hit KO, because I'm Choice Specs, and Hippowdon is heavy. I mean, he's a hippo. Look at him, he just looks fat. He looks like he needs to go on a diet. No, that's not true. That's not true at all. He's perfectly fine just the way he is, but he is going to barely survive that. He's going to eat his Citrus Berry and put up Stealth Rocks. Why? I guess because he saw Cloyster on the team and it has a solid chance of being a Focus Sash. And of course, I have Cloyster, so that is not good for me. Because now, if he has Dragonite or Lucario as... Actually, I think it doesn't matter. I think I just lose. Now that he set up Stealth Rocks, basically. That's really unfortunate. I wish I would have gotten like a max roll and that Grass Knot had just killed this thing. Because Cloyster was going to be my way out. So he can just go into his Lucario and like crunch me to death. I mean, I guess Cofagrigus can stop the Lucario if it is physical. But he can go into Dragonite. He can set up a free Dragon Dance here. And I can't stop him. And I don't have anything that can definitely take a hit. This is not good. This is not good. And he can easily get up to... Well, he's not going to get up to +2 with Kangaskhan, most likely. I don't know. I don't know what I'm talking about. So... I need to hope that this thing is physical, basically. He's most likely going to go for a Dark-type move. Maybe I should have just sacrificed Delphox. I don't think I had a chance either way, though. I'm going to go into Cofagrigus here because that's really my only play that I can think of. Try to sponge a hit. You know, if he is physical, I'm pretty sure I can take 2 crunches and fire off a Will-O-Wisp or a Shadow Ball or something. So unfortunately, he specially is going to go for Dark Pulse. That does a butt-ton of damage. We're going to get buffeted by the Sandstorm, and I'm pretty sure this thing just sweeps my entire team without me even being able to get a hit off. Especially because Delphox might be able to take a non-stab Dark Pulse, but not with the Stealth Rocks up, plus Sandstorm. So, yeah, I think this is going to be a really boring and agonizing battle here, because he's just going to slowly kill me over the course of the next 2 or 3 turns, and there's really not much I can do about it. This thing just sweeps me at this point. Man, I wish that Grass Knot would have killed that Hippowdon. I would have been so much better off. Trying to think how I could have played that differently. I guess I could have allowed him to just kill Delphox and then go into Cofagrigus, but he was still going to 2-hit KO me, and I can't Oko a Mega Lucario with a Shadow Ball, so I don't think it would have mattered what I did. I think I was just going to lose at that point. As soon as he got Stealth Rocks up, I lost, to be honest. I didn't really bring anything for Mega Lucario, unfortunately. Unfortunately. I would have had to catch him with a Flamethrower the turn he was Mega Evolving, because Mega Lucario outspeeds Delphox, but regular Lucario does not, and there's no way he was living a Flamethrower, because Mega Lucario honestly is not that bulky, doesn't take hits too well, so I probably could have had a chance if I did that, but unfortunately I was locked into that Grass Knot, and I guess I could have locked myself into Flamethrower. I don't know if that was going to be a 2-hit KO, maybe it was. Maybe that's where I went wrong. Instead of clicking the, instead of clicking Grass Knot, I should have clicked Flamethrower, but he had a Chandelure in there somewhere too, so I don't know. That's going to be a loss for us, though. Not really much you can do about that. Mega Lucario is an overpowered beast, so what can you do? So that brings our record to 83 and 17 on the series. I'm going to look for one more because that was only about 13 to 14 minutes, so we can definitely look for another battle here. We got someone from the United States, from Puerto Rico. Okay, I can hang with that. I can deal with that. He's got a pretty interesting team here. He's got Galvantula, which I'm guessing is going to be his lead to try to set up some sticky web stuff for, Scrafty and Snorlax, Tyranitar. All of his Pokemon really are not that fast. He's got a very averagely speedy team, if that makes any sense. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to lead off with Mega Medicham because I can fake out to break the Sash on the Galvantula. It does actually outspeed me, but I can at least put him in a situation where he has to pick what he wants to do, if he wants to get damage off or if he wants to get up his sticky web. He won't be able to do both. And he can't kill me in one hit unless he has some type of boosting item. Even with the Life Orb, I don't know if he can kill me with the Thunder. So, yeah, Mega Medicham it is. And let's see. Who else do I want to bring? I think Cloyster again. would be a decent choice because it just, it does things. If I can get a boost up, I can take care of Tyranitar most likely with an Icicle Spear or two, and I should be able to get rid of Haxorus in one hit, obviously, with an Icicle Spear. I'm going to bring Ninjask as well because I can fire off a Choice Banded Aerial Ace on that Scrafty if I need to, and I should be able to hit that Snorlax for decent amounts of damage as well. So, yeah, and Choice Banded U-Turn might even just OHKO Tyranitar, which would be fantastic. If Ninjask can pick up a kill on T-Tar, that would be so satisfying. Almost couldn't think of the word, but it came out at the last second there. Galvantula is leading off as expected, so we're going to get off our Mega Evolution and just fire off a Fake Out here, because that's really the best play for me to make at this point. And then we're just going to Psycho Cut, and if he goes into Tyranitar, I'm just going to Drain Punch that, so not too worried. So yeah, that does almost half to this Galvantula. That's ridiculous. But Mega Medicham hits so hard, it's insane. It is insane indeed. Especially when you think about the fact that that was a base 40 power move that is non-stab. And it's a neutral hit too. And actually I outspeed this thing. I'm pretty sure Mega Medicham is base 100 speed, isn't he? I'm going to double check that right now in case I am like derping here. Yeah, he is base 100 speed. Galvantula is definitely faster than that. Galvantula sits at a weird speed here. It's like 107 or 108 or something along those lines. But anyway, I don't know what was going on there. Maybe he was modest. He clearly wasn't max speed. But Kangaskhan is here, and this thing might just sweep my entire team. I do outspeed him before he Mega Evolves, so we can hope that he doesn't have Fake Out. If he does, it's going to be a speed tie, unless he has Sucker Punch, in which case I think I do just lose. So he's going to go for the Fake Out here, and geez, he gets a critical hit on the first one, so the second one will bring me down below half. I don't know if I was going to live a Sucker Punch anyway, but now I definitely won't. But I'm just going to have to fire off a Drain Punch, so either he was adamant, or he had some HP investment, or he was max speed, and I just want a speed tie right there. Either way, Kangaskhan is gone to that Drain Punch. We get back up to full health. So, yeah, I'm really happy he didn't have Sucker Punch or didn't go for it. I don't know. And his last Pokemon is T-Tar, too, so Mega Medicham is going to get a sweep right here. Wow, that's really interesting. I was not expecting this battle to go that way. Yeah, unless this is like Scarf T-Tar or something, and I don't think he can kill me with anything. I don't think Crunch just OHKOs me, and pretty sure T-Tar doesn't carry anything to hit me super effectively. So I'm just going to fire off a Drain Punch, and T-Tar's going to go down. So, yeah, we get swept by the Mega Lucario in the second battle, and then we sweep with Mega Medicham in the third battle. So those were two very, very quick matches. Very, 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 very quick. So we get 3 battles in, and it hasn't even been 20 minutes yet. That is crazy. I could probably even go for a 4th battle here if I wanted to, but I'm actually going to call it quits here, and we still have the next episode to see if we can put in some more work with these Pokemon. I really want to see Ninjask do something, but it just hasn't worked out, really. I mean, I guess it took out that Murkrow in the first episode, so there's that. I shouldn't be, completely down on it. But I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. If you did, please make sure you were leaving a like rating or a comment or whatever you would like to do, and I will see you all next time. But until then, game on.